What's up, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood GM, your host, Coach Key, and welcome to Legends and Dice Cafe, where we learn about tabletop RPGs from old school to modern and do lots and lots of solo gameplay. Back with my weekly video like I do on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for today's video, I'm going to do things a little different. I'm going to do a quick solo play using the Dragonbane solo adventure, but my spouse is going to be accompanying me on this adventure in the solo, hold on, accompanying
Are you
me.
nervous?
No, this is what I normally do. She's going to be accompanying me on this Dragonbane adventure. As always, don't forget to make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It makes YouTube think that I'm pretty freaking cool. And if you'd like to further support the channel, beyond what you already do, you can hop on over to Patreon and subscribe to Legends and Dice Cafe. Bada bing, bada boom. And without further ado, let's hop into it. So we're going to run through one of the adventures inside of here. Inside of the solo, it does let you know that it does have cooperative play on here. So we're going to actually use pre-generated characters that come in here. I think Dragonbane is a super fantastic game. I've ran it one time so far, and Tori is actually in my Dragonbane campaign. It is a mini campaign. So she is currently in the Dragonbane campaign. That was her very first session. Absolutely. She's never played tabletop RPGs before.
Never played tabletop RPGs before.
So, and look at this. Dragonbane, the box set comes with so many cool things. You've got a whole stack of treasure cards, which we're going to use. Looking forward to. Then you have your initiative cards, because this is how initiative works in Dragonbane. You shuffle the cards and everyone picks the initiative, and then you go in order and stuff, which is super cool. And if you're not familiar with Dragonbane, it has these things. It has improvised weapons that as a GM or in your solo play that you can just throw out wherever, which is super cool. For instance, this puddle right here, you roll to drip the enemy. No, hold on.
Trip. I ain't tripping nobody.
So you roll to trip the enemy. If you succeed, the enemy must spend one action and make an acrobatics roll to get back up, which is super cool. She's got her own dice set. I have a whole bunch of dice. I told her eventually she's going to probably want to get her own.
No, I'm easy. These are fine. I like these.
I can dig it. And here goes her character. Here, you can do your, I don't want to introduce your character. So, so I'm going to go first.
So nice to meet you.
So, you know what, go ahead, because you got the voice going. So go ahead and introduce your character that you're working with.
I don't know the name. What's his name?
You can name it whatever you want. Baston.
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 I don't know.
My name is Baston. Baston Bloodjaw. I'm a fighter and a smoker.
I can't do that for long. I guess my name is Baston. That's not the name I was going to go for. I'm a fighter and I'm
Bloodjaw. I like that.
Baston Bloodjaw. Yeah. So, raw. Okay.
Is that it?
That's it. Well, do you want to know my backstory?
Yeah, go ahead and throw that backstory.
So,
I'm a fighter who's been a loner.
I'm a fighter who's been a loner for a very long time, and I'm just now reintegrating into society.
So hear me roar.
Thank you.
Good job.
I appreciate that.
And I have, hold on, where is it? In the camera? Where? There it is. So mine is an elf fighter. She made a bad choice, so she's trying to reclaim her honor. I'm going to call her what's on this sheet. So her name is going to be Orla. And let me tell you, Dragonbane is one of the things that I love about Dragonbane running it is the monsters. It's an automatic hit, so you're just literally rolling the dice to see exactly how that monster is going to attack, which I think is super cool. Dragonbane has these really cool things, these abilities, and they're called heroic abilities. It does let you know when you're playing solo that you can gain one more additional feat. So, you know, we'll kind of, you see, when adventuring alone, you may push a roll without suffering a condition. Pushing a roll, it means to roll that dice again, but you do suffer a condition, but in this one, you don't suffer a condition. And here go your conditions right here. So you would suffer a condition in any skill that was related to that specific condition that you have to roll for. You would roll at a disadvantage, which is called a bane. I'm loving this because I'm learning so much from running. It's super cool. We're going to hop into the story. I'm actually using a pencil today. You know I don't want to. So I changed my mind. I don't like using pencils unless I'm kind of drawing and stuff. Would you like a erasable pen or?
No.
We're going. It has different missions. My man, his name, he's a wolfkin, and I call him Ing. So my man Ing needed a little bit of help. It has different missions that he can send you on, and he's got this type of special ability that allows him to kind of see certain areas. These areas that have all these wonderful words in them, and then you have unknown areas, and in those unknown areas, we're gonna use these fantastic Dragonbane tables for exploration, see what type of inhabitants, and it has a fortune table. The one that we're going to do, I'm currently on the captive orc, but her and we're going to play the mage's refuge. So Ing brought us to the hood. I'm just kidding. He brought us to a tavern. But why not the hood? He brought us to a tavern in the hood. I like that. All right. I think he brought us to a tavern in the hood, and he let us know he needed a little bit of help. He let us know there's tons of treasure down in this dungeon, and he lets us know that the mission is.
So a wizard of repute once dwelt within the breach, studying the fiendish origins of the rift. Decades have come and gone since the mage's demise, and their tower lies abandoned. Venture there and retrieve an artifact more than useful to ye, a pair of calling stones to bind your soul to the surface should you have it. Dun dun dun.
So I look him in the eye and I go, absolutely. He lets us know that there is tons of treasure down there, and we're welcome to keep anything that we come upon and to make sure that we pay attention. These are the different areas. Like I said, he's got some type of special site where he can look through and already let us know what's going on in certain areas. So a troll once called this mage friend and has protected the tower for centuries. With the conjurer's death, the guardian wanders the breach and hunts those who seek its long-dead companion's wealth and wisdom. When the threat activates, a lumbering troll finds you. So here's going to be the entrance right here.
That's a big entrance.
The very first one that we come to that he's already let us know, it says to access the tower from the vault, step ye into a passage, but through the illusionary wall marked with a crescent moon. It's going to have the little crescent right here, so we see the moon. And
Is it Ramadan?
I'm going to let you go first.
That's not fair. Because you have no idea what awaits.
So, yeah, you want to go first?
No, but I will because you're just being a little wimp. Excuse me, I got it. Ready?
Awesome.
I'm coming through.
Okay, I made it.
All right, so I'm going to hop through this wall as well, this illusionary wall. So I guess technically we didn't really hop through it. So I'm going to ask a few questions. We're going to roll on this area table to see what this area that we've walked into looks like. So you're going to take your D20. That's going to be your D20. And you're going to roll that, and we're going to see what we're going to get.
Okay. Oh,
right. You don't.
Sorry.
easy,
Sorry,
champ.
guys.
All right.
Sorry.
So that's a 13. So let's see. So we're walking down a narrow staircase. So how do I draw stairs?
That's like a cake.
So she said it looks like a cake. So this is my staircase.
A delicious
That
staircase.
where she's at the bottom right here. So as we're coming through this staircase, I'm gonna say that we see maybe an open door. We're gonna roll on the fortune chart to see if we're able to see anything through that doorway. So we're gonna roll on this fortune chart right here and see do we see anything through that doorway.
Okay.
Yes. So you're gonna roll.
Was that a D20?
You're actually gonna roll a D6 for that one. Oh, we rolled a number 3, so no, you don't see anyone. I'm gonna actually roll for this one this time.
Hey, that's my dice.
Oh, my bad. You're right. You're right. My bad. So I got a number 2. So an ancient tomb. Awesome. We come upon an ancient tomb. Let me see. What would be in the tomb? Do I have any questions about the tomb? This would be a good time to use this table right here. So searching, When you carefully inspect an area for hidden doors, concealed mechanism, or other secrets, you roll a spot hidden. Let's see. Taking the time to search is risky. It requires a stretch and an active threats advance. Okay. Now I understand.
There you
So we're gonna take one of these. We're gonna use this D6. That's going to be your threat right there. And we're gonna start at 1, and we're gonna advance it. In certain situations for that one in particular. So if we do this, we're gonna do the search. So we're gonna do the spot hidden. And that means that it says it requires a stretch and an active threats advance. So we're going to advance this to number 2. Once it gets to number 6, when the threat activates, a lumbering troll finds you. Doom, doom, doom. See, I've learned so much since the first time I played this, and then running Dragonbane, and then right now, so it's pretty cool. I would like to search the area to see if there are any type of possible, maybe hidden doors around, or little secret doors that I may not see, so I'm going to roll a spot hidden. Let's see. And I have a 6. What's your spot hidden? You have a 5. She's not really much better. So we're going to advance this right here. I'll keep this right here. So that's going to be our die for the threat. So I'm going to roll my D20, and in Dragonbane, you either hit your skill, the number, or you roll under. So let's see. So, oh my God. I got an 18, so I got nothing. So let me see. So there's no hidden doors or anything. Well, I guess I really don't know, to be perfectly honest, because I can't see because I failed it. So, do you have any questions about being curious about what's around?
I want to know who's buried in the tomb.
Who's buried? So let's see. All right, so you're going to roll your D6, and we're going to see first if somebody is actually in the tombs.
Okay.
So you got a 6, so extremely yes.
Told you.
So is it a threat? Do you have any other questions about it?
It's definitely a threat, but we can.
But how do you know?
Because I know it's a threat. Some things I just know.
Okay, so she
know.
knows.
But we can roll for it.
So it's okay. So if you know it's a threat, so what would you? If you know it's a threat, let's say the tomb is right here. So if you know it's a threat. If you know it's a threat, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hug this wall right here on my way out.
So I do have a question because she's sometimes is scared to take chances. She likes to take the easy route when she's playing. So
I'm not taking the easy route. I'm just extremely cautious. And some people could learn from me. Facts. You need to be cautious or you're just going to die early in the game.
Facts. So I'm going to ask the fortune chart. Is the tomb moving as Baston is, what do you call it? As he's walking, is it a boy or a girl or non-binary or
non-binary?
All right, so it's a non-binary. This individual right here, as they're walking up the line, I'm going to peek in, and I don't know why, because Baston doesn't trust it, and so I'm curious: is it moving while Baston is moving up here? This one is going to be our die to let us know. Once we get to 6, it's the active threat. Is that in the camera? That's not in the camera. So I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 2.
But no,
so
you
no, it's not moving.
First rolled a 5, but it just wasn't in the camera. So, but I saw it. So.
I was trying to keep it in. All right, so you want to go with the 5? All right, that's even better. So boom. So I rolled a 5. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I rolled a 5, and it's extremely yes. It's moving. So now it's moving. Okay. Now is it?
That's 6.
No.
6 is extreme.
Oh,
yes. 5
right.
is yes. So calm down a little bit.
Facts. All right. So, because I was ready to.
Yeah, you were. Everybody needs to relax.
I was ready. So I'm going to go this way as well. And so we got a yes. So it's moving. So the next thing I'm going to ask is something coming out of it. So we got a 3. No. Darn it. So why, if it's moving, so maybe it's just like,
it's kind of like moving in place.
Yeah, maybe it's trapped. Did you have any other questions about that?
How fast can I get out of there? What you mean?
So we're just going to keep going. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to get to this door right here. Boom, boom. So I'm going to see, is the door locked? Extremely no. So we're going to enter through this door and nothing is going to attack us. So we're going to go to this next area.
Yeah, okay.
So they've gone through this door right here. Well, we've gone through this door right here. And I think we'll go back to the waypoints and see what's going to be at waypoint 2.
Okay, remind me of our overall mission.
So our overall mission is, so my man Ing in the tavern in the hood, he said to venture into this dungeon and retrieve an artifact. So as we come into this next area right here,
Petrified arboretum, trees of brittle stone, sand in maddening formation, in the towers a portum. Find a path through and heed not the whispers of the trees. The dryads who once dwelt within have long since become something else.
Hmm.
Dun dun dun.
Ooh, check this out. I've got some trees. Hold on. So we see these trees right here. Do you have any questions that you want to ask? You can be curious. Anything.
Well, they said that the trees were whispering. What are they saying?
Let's see. Are they? Let's see. What's?
Are they warning me? Are they?
There you go. So grab that D6 right there. That's a regular
me.
die. My bad. You got this.
Thank you.
My bad. Ask if the trees are the trees warning us. Are they attempting to warn us?
Are the trees warning us? Here we go. And 4.
Yes, they're trying to warn
I
us.
told you.
Facts.
Told you.
All right. So now I want to know. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, I have more
Okay.
questions. So
Go ahead.
they're warning us.
Yeah.
What were they warning us
Okay.
about?
So
Are they warning us about death? Are they warning us about our death?
Or how about, okay, we can do that. And I want to know, is there a threat coming up? Is there a threat amongst where we are and the trees are?
Are they warning us about other trees? Or are they warning us about the dryads?
Well, we can figure when it comes to that part, because the dryads actually turned into something else. It says they became something else.
Yes.
So we're gonna roll on the inhabitants table
Yes.
and see exactly. First, we're gonna see. So we'll roll on this inhabitants table to see what they turned into.
Okay.
So hold on. You want to know if they're. So go ahead and roll your dice and then.
D6?
Yeah, and ask your
It
question.
says D20.
No. I'm sorry. We're gonna do the. So you were asking them, are they warning us about death, right?
Yes.
So.
D6?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 2.
No.
Okay, so it's not death. Okay, thank God. So we're still alive. I'm fine with that. But now I want to know what the dryads are. What did they turn into? Let's go. Let's fast forward to that. It's going to be a D20. So I'll go ahead and get my D20 ready. Get these little guys out of the way.
Let's see.
What is this, a D12?
That is a D12.
Haha.
Good job.
Thank you so much. So yes, I am. So we have a D20. We're going to figure out what the dryads have turned into. Please don't be bad. And that's a 4. So that means they're orcs. What does that mean?
They're orcs. They look like kind of, sometimes they're green. I don't know if they come in different colors.
Are they deadly? Like, are they threatening? So are the orcs after us? Can we ask them that? If the orcs are after us?
Well, yeah, we're going to see exactly what these type of, like, what their morale is. Mm-hmm. So we're going to roll that D6 and see whether they're hostile, wary, open, or friendly. Those.
There we go. The 5. So they're open.
All right. So we're going to walk up to these orcs. I guess eventually we're going to see these orcs as we're coming through this forest. And let's see if the orcs, maybe they have any insight about the next area. Let me see. Is the next area an unknown or unknown? So the next area is going to be an unknown area. So I'm going to ask these orcs. Well, first off,
can we explore the area we're in a little bit more before we move off to the area?
Actually, I would like to search around. That's a great idea too. So I'm going to search around these trees. I want to see if there's some type of treasure, whether it's weapons or anything. Just something. I want to scavenge this area right here. I'm going to roll a spot hidden and see if there's something. If I come across something, first we're gonna. If it's a success, then we will roll on this table right here. So I'm gonna roll this D20, and oh my gosh, I got a 19. Success? No, it's not a success. So we've upped the threat, and
you've upped the threat. I didn't up the threat.
That's my bad. So I've upped the threat. All right. So next up, what we came upon was a plunging shaft. So I don't know what a plunging shaft looks like. I'm just going all wrong. I just want to be careful with the way this is looking. So here, we're just going to leave it at that. So we're in a plunging shaft. And we rolled 4 times. So we rolled number 1. So we're going to roll on his contents. Roll a D20.
A D20?
Yep.
Got it.
And we're gonna roll on his
Wow.
contents. These are subtables. It's gonna flesh out the area. So you rolled a number 2. So we see a bloody trail.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So
No, it's not.
you're gonna roll your D4 one more time because that's the second. This will be the second time we roll, and that's a 3. So we're gonna see roll on the oddity table, and we'll roll that D20 on the oddity. We're fleshing out our area.
Wait, that's not a D20.
No, it's not, but it does look similar.
Yeah.
So we got a 16. Is that a 16?
Yep.
That freaking glitter.
Yeah, 16.
So we're on the oddity 16. Singing skulls.
So there's a blood trail of singing skulls.
Well, there's a blood trail and we see singing skulls, but
that's the same thing. There's a blood
but
trail of singing
the
skulls.
singing skulls could be floating. You know what? I'm gonna ask. Are the singing skulls floating? Facts. Are the singing? I'm not used to having to share my dice. Okay, are the singing skulls floating? 5. That's a yes.
Whatever.
Ha ha. So they are doing so. They're floating in the air. So we're gonna roll on the oddity. This is pretty cool. It's fleshing out a little bit more. So we've got a blood trail. We've got floating skulls singing, and roll that D4 again. Sorry.
You should be.
This is 3. So we're gonna roll on oddity again. So we're gonna roll a D20 on the oddity.
20 on the oddity.
What is that? Is a
That's
a 6, right?
Well, no, that might be a 9.
No, it's a 6. It has a dot next to it to let you know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a 6. So we roll a 6 on the oddity. A flourishing tree.
A flourishing tree with floating singing skulls and a blood trail.
Yeah, we're gonna roll one more time.
The D4.
Yep. See what location details.
2.
A 2. We got environment. So another D20 to roll on the environment. So a number 5. And corroded surfaces. Sorry. So we've got
surfaces, singing skulls, bloody trail.
So are these singing skulls hostile? 1, that's probably a no. Yeah, singing skulls, so they're not hostile. We haven't run into anything hostile at the current moment. All right.
Except for you.
Facts. So I guess we can just go ahead and keep moving forward and roll into the next area. And on that note, we're actually going to pause. So we've gone through, we've done waypoint 1, 2, 3, and the next one is probably going to be unknown as well for us. So yeah, we're going to follow this Wait, do you want to follow the blood trail?
No.
Does the blood trail lead towards the exit? Extremely yes. So
prove it. Let me see the table where it says extremely yes.
I'm used to it.
Let me show
Wow.
it. Go ahead, show it.
Wow.
If it's extremely yes.
Look, playing tabletop RPGs brings the truth out of your relationship.
It really does.
So extremely yes.
Okay.
So we don't have a choice but to follow the blood trail.
All right.
So we're gonna follow this blood trail. You're gonna go first.
Why I gotta go first? You go first.
All right, so I'm gonna go first, and we're gonna follow this blood trail and the singing skulls. Are the singing skulls heading into the exit? 3, no. So I guess they're just kind of floating around the room. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch the video. I hope you guys enjoyed session 1. Stay tuned for session 2, Dragonbane, featuring Tori into my solo adventure. But I guess it's not a solo adventure. It's a solo.
It's not solo. It's co-op.
Solo into my solo co-op adventure. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned. As always, don't forget to make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you comment and make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of the cool content that I try to post on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And I'll see you guys back here, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Friday.